Eahora sells bikes. They sell motorcycles, Eahora if you wanna, and they also sell scooters. Today I'm looking at the Tiger Max. This is one of the newest scooters that Eahora released and has sent to me for testing. So let's jump inside the box and find out what this thing looks like. Where's the open to this thing? Okay, there we are.
Once the scooter was out of the box, building it was very easy. Pulling this handle at the base of the scooter brings it to its upright position. The handlebars also fold down. So long as you build the scooter right, you can fold these for easier storage and transportation. Next, you'll want to adjust the neck to your desired height and lock it into place. This display is our next step. There's a very obvious spot on the handlebars for it. Just pop it on and screw it down.
That's good.
You'll need to plug it in after this and make sure the arrows on the plugs are aligned. Then comes the headlight. There's a bolt behind the display that you unscrew. Pop the light on and then screw this bolt back down.
Ta-da!
Basically everything on the handlebars needs to be secured. You can adjust these as you please, and once you have them where you want them, go ahead and screw them in. Lastly, the rubber knobs. Easy. The Tiger Max was super easy to put together. I really liked how the handles snapped up into place. So long as you put everything on the handlebars the right way, you can still use this function to really pack down the scooter. But let's get into the specs. This scooter is rocking a 960 watt 20 amp hour battery, which at zero can take 8 to 10 hours to charge. It's also powered by two 800 watt motors, one in the front and one in the rear wheel. You can use these motors in two different configurations, single and dual mode, and let me tell you, that dual mode means it. If you pin it and stand still, you can hear the tires spinning underneath you.
Woo!
You have front and rear LEDs that act as turn signals, which you can use at night. Front and rear suspension, which is incredible and easily the smoothest suspension I've ever felt on any electric vehicle I own.
The suspension is so smooth on this. It is so nice. It's almost gimbal-esque. I've never felt anything this smooth, even on some of my electric bikes with 3-point suspension. This is a really impressive scooter when it comes to that.
The drum brakes on this scooter are great as well, but it's the e-brake that really makes the stopping power shine. You barely touch the brakes and the scooter stops like an electric car would. Not only that, but there's regenerative technology in the e-brake system which turns kinetic energy back into usable energy as you brake, giving you a lot more riding time. This scooter can go 37 miles on a single charge.
One thing I will say is the brakes, those can be a little touchy. That's probably the only thing on this scooter that I can tell you is a little touchy, and it's because of that e-brake system. As soon as you pull on those brakes, yeah, that thing slows the heck down. You do not need to be aggressive at all.
The frame is sturdy as well, made from aircraft-grade aluminum, meaning this scooter could take a beating and keep going. You may have also noticed the RGB along the sides. Not only does it make it easier to be seen at night, but you can also ride in style. There's an app that you can download which lets you change the colors, the lighting pattern, the brightness, but more on that later. The max load of the scooter is 265 pounds and can support riders from 3'11" up to 6'7". You also have 10 by 3 inch urban tires which you can ride on roads, off roads, wet roads, country roads, take me home. It'll go anywhere, and the wheel hubs are detachable for easy tire replacement. This scooter's folding mechanism is extremely easy as well. You just flip this lock, pull this lever at the base of the stem, and the scooter collapses on itself. The lever then locks again in its folded position, and you don't have to adjust the stem to get the scooter to lock into this position. The scooter is IPX6 water resistant, meaning you could submerge this thing and you're gonna be just fine. Rain will not stop you from getting home. I did notice that starting this scooter is a bit different than most other electric vehicles I've owned. Instead of just turning a key or hitting a power button, you have to click the power button and then touch an NFC tag to the screen. Then the scooter is usable. I like this because it makes the scooter more secure, but if you're the kind of person who loses things easily, this could be a potential issue for you. Some other features are the loud horn, the bright turn signals for those who want to ride at night, There are also 3 riding modes, 1, 2, and 3. The scooter also comes in 3 color options, black, red, and blue. And I'm glad Eahora let me decide which one because this blue is amazing.
Now the scooter does come with an eco mode. We can click that on right now, and our top speed will be 20 kilometers an hour or 13 miles an hour. That'll be the top speed we can reach. That's in order to save on the battery. It's a really nice cruising speed, and we're actually doing that right now. If I were in town, just kind of cruising through traffic or something, or down on the sidewalk, this would be a really nice speed. That is in speed mode 3 though. That's where you get to 13 miles an hour. If you go down to speed 1, then your miles an hour drops, and I think we're going to like 5 miles an hour. Speed mode 2, about 10. Eco is nice if you want to save on the battery, but my thought here is if I turn Eco off and I want to go 13, I can just be gentle on the throttle.
So as you can see, I took the scooter out for a ride with my GoPro. I did a few tests like hill climb, speed, but I also started talking about things that I liked, things that surprised me, and I want to let the in the moment Barry take over this next segment of the video.
So if you look ahead, you're gonna see this hill here. This, when I was growing up in Gold Hill, was always a pain in the ass to climb. I have a feeling that this scooter is going to be able to climb that even in single motor mode. So let's find out. We're at the bottom. We're gonna see if it'll go up this. Yeah, it went up it. Yeah, it didn't even really care. I mean, it slowed down for just like half a second there, but it did not really care. All right, we're gonna blaze past. We're gonna go one more place and find out what this puppy can do. Okay, so now it's this hill. These hills are hell of a hill. Wow, dual motor mode does not care at all. I'm accelerating up a, holy cow. I'm actually really impressed. It did not give a crap going up that hill just now. And not only did it not care, it accelerated as I was going up the steepest part. That's insane. It's almost kind of crazy to me that they implemented a dual motor system into this scooter. And I say that because the single motor mode pushes me so fast. I mean, I get up to like 26, 27 miles an hour just on one. So the fact that they're like, oh yeah, but if you wanted to just blast off, go for it. It's just like, it was so unnecessary, but look at me go. Oh God, yeah, we're on our way now. Woohoo! Yeah, the fact that that's there is just completely unnecessary, and I love that they did it. Like, why not? You know what? This thing is already fast enough with one motor. Let's just put 2 of them in there.
After doing uphill tests and riding on asphalt, I decided to try the scooter off-road to see how it would do.
All right, so we're going on one of my favorite trails that I like to use these electric bikes and scooters on just to kind of test them. There are certain parts to these trails that can get a little tricky. Mostly though, it's like a level 1. If there's like 1 to 5 and 1 is like grandma mode, this is grandma mode. But gravel, it's off-road, it's next to the water, very beautiful rogue river. Another thing I've noticed too that I really like about this scooter, and I didn't see it in the manual or anything, was you have e-brakes. You have electric brakes. When you hold down the brake, you barely even have to pull it. The scooter will detect that you're pulling on the brake and it'll engage an electric brake, which is something that is very similar to what you'll feel in a Prius, or if you guys remember the Yami bike. I remember the Awesome scooter also had an e-brake, and you could go into the advanced settings menu and adjust how strong it was, but I never really felt it. This one, you definitely feel it. This e-brake kicks ass, and it's amazing. It just stops you. You don't even have to wear your brakes out by pulling on these at all. You just lightly pull on them and you're stopping. It's just really wonderful. As far as acceleration wise, this is another thing that I can compare against the Awesome. It's smooth out of the box. The whole experience is smooth. It just feels so intuitive to my body. It's just so nice. Whenever I go to engage the throttle, it just starts up in such a natural, organic way, and it doesn't feel like it's trying to pull itself away from me. or it's not jerky or anything. I remember having to adjust the sensitivity of the Awesome. I do not have to do that with this one. Even when I'm on the dual motor mode, I can feel it pull, but the smoothness is just so intuitive. It feels so natural. It's like this scooter makes me feel as though instead of me being on a machine, it feels like I'm now part of the machine. The way that the hand grips feel in my hands is so nice. The way that the thumb throttle feels on my thumb is so nice. Like, there was a lot of attention to detail put into just the comfort, and not only just the comfort of moving and using the thing, but the entire experience is comfortable. I really appreciate how this thing feels.
As you can tell, this is the most comfortable electric scooter I've ever ridden. Not only that, it's the most powerful, and I see myself taking this scooter out a lot. If you're interested in this scooter, I'll have a link in the description. Please wear a helmet and possibly some body armor, and I'll see you in the next video.